Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Legends of Lucha Libre Rey Fenix figure from Boss Fight Studios and Mask Republic. And Rey Fenix is the younger of the Lucha brothers and an absolutely phenomenal wrestler. I believe there's a compilation up on YouTube called Rey Fenix's Best Moves. I think it's something basic like that, but go watch that. Pause this, go watch that, and then come back. Absolutely phenomenal if you're not familiar with his wrestling, obviously. So I really think they did him justice with this figure, and just if you saw my Pentacero M review, you know how much love I have for this line, despite how new it is. I really want to see them go the mile, go the distance with this, rather. So without further stalling, let's get into this review. Let's do this. Jumping right into aesthetics, I have a lot of the same praise that I had for the Pentacero M figure, and that's not surprising. They do share some parts, but I mean, in regards to other things, like the paint is super crisp all around, as you can see, like the design on the tights, the mask just super crisp, the sculpt on the mask is absolutely glorious. I have no other way to put it, just really well done. Some additional praise here is the the torso. They actually like sculpted skin detail, like it looks, I mean, the arms are smooth, but the actual torso has the texture of skin. It's amazing. I've just really well done on Boss Fight Studios' behalf. So much praise to their sculptors there. And just like Penta, we got super clear tattoos. Like you can actually read them. And you know, like even the smallest of print up here above the Dreamcatcher is legible. On the back, like just it's really well done. So I mean, kudos all around there. Not only that, but I really love the metallic sheen they have on the tights, and with all the paint, it's all congruent, like it all matches. Just absolutely fantastic. Shoulder pads look really good, and they don't hinder movement. More on that in articulation, naturally. But yeah, all around just super solid. Again, like Boss Fight Studios killing it with the Legend of Lucha Libre line. Moving right into accessories, Rey Fenix, much like Penta, his accessories are straightforward, to the point, and effective. So right off the bat, we get a kendo stick, which is fully painted and has a nice light black wash to give it that kind of cool aged look. Very nicely done. From there, we get 3 sets of hands. We get the gripping hands right out of the box. Then we get 2 fists, which all the hands have his tattoos printed on them. Again, clear as day. And then we get 2 grappling hands. Just does not want to focus today. There we go. And turn around, and like you even get they got the wrinkles on the hands, like just really good attention to detail. I seriously love this line. Can't sing its praises enough. And then we get 2 heads. We get the kind of more straightforward, serious head, and then we get a smiling face with the eyes looking slightly up. So it's really good for aerial poses. And that's accessories. So when it comes to articulation for Rey Fenix, we have the same articulation scheme as Pentacero M, however, slightly different range due to the slight changes in the sculpt between the two of them. So without further ado, we get in the head like a lot more up than we get with Penta, just due to the fact that, you know, there's nothing getting rid of or hindering that clearance. All the way down, incredible tilt, and you can bring that all the way around. Like it's actually just fun to articulate. It's just awesome, as Penta was. Then we get our butterfly joint that gives us both up and down and forward and back. And we get our bicep swivel. We get our double jointed elbows, which are not hindered almost at all by the elbow pad, which is just mind blowing. Then we get our swivel and our hinge, again vertical on the gripping hands, and then we get our horizontal on all the others. For the torso, we have our double ball joint. So the top, we get a whole range of motion, and the bottom, whole range of motion. And conjunction, we get a lot. one thing you do have to be careful of, where there's no belt and just the way this one is sculpted, you can get a lot of gapping when you come back. And speaking of which, you get a lot of back there. So just be careful when you're posing and taking pictures. And forward, same thing, you'll get a lot of gapping in the back, but easily covered up, and just it's worth it for that amount of range. The hip piece here is actually all soft plastic, so that doesn't hinder anything. You get full splits, and again, your thigh swivel is actually hidden in the thigh itself, so you got that there. Then you get your double jointed knees coming all the way up. Again, just gorgeous range of motion. You get your boot cut, and then you get your forward, your point, and last but not least, your pivot. So fantastic articulation all around, just like we got with Penta. Rounding things out with size comparisons, here he is with the other wrestling figures I have, as well as Pentacero M from the same Legends of Lucha Libre line. Here he is with various Hasbro figures. Here he is with some SH Figure Arts and some Storm collectibles. Here he is with some monsters. Closing things out, here he is with an Articulated Icons Oni and yours truly as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts for Rey Fenix are much the same as they were for Pentacero M, in that they are just incredibly solid figures, and Boss Fight Studio and Mask Republic just really put out high quality products here. These figures are phenomenal, and if you can get your hands on them, absolutely do. Pentacero M, I believe, is sold out everywhere. However, I think last time I was on Big Bad Toy Store, I did see some Rey Fenix still there. So if there are still some available, I will be putting the link in the description below. If not, get to eBay as soon as you can. Hopefully you can find it for a decent price. I wish you all luck in that, because I want as many people to have these as possible, just because they're that good, and I want the line to be supported. And I really hope they go the distance with this, and that they do have some more coming out at about half the price that these were. That, from what I gather, the articulation is not quite the same, like they're missing the ab crunch and stuff, but a lot of other things seem to be similar. So there will be that, but I hope they keep going, and where it is Legends of Lucha Libre, I hope we keep getting more and more legendary luchadors from over the history of that particular corner of professional wrestling. So time will tell. Support the line if you can. And that being said, thank you so much for watching this review. I hope you found it informative and you were somewhat entertained. And if you were, and you liked this and like action figures and reviews, then please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. And if you want to take it even a step further and help me earn some money towards things like getting a proper camera instead of using my phone and getting some better lights, then there'll be ways to do that in the description as well. But with that being said, thank you so much again. I hope you have a fantastic evening, day, whatever time you're watching this, and just remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to those around you, and stay weird, simians.